Hope everyone can see my screen.
Yeah, it is visible.
Okay, so yesterday we tried creating some fields and those were not visible, right? So I checked after the class. Let me open the contact object in which we created some fields. We created this student type only, no? So it was visible actually. I'm not sure what happened after the class when I checked. See, this is the one we created yesterday, right? When I checked, it was visible actually. I think there is some issue with the new op, maybe. Let me just open this. See, this is the student type which is appearing. Let's create new ones today as well. So yesterday we have seen few data type fields. Like yesterday we have seen the formula field and then the auto number. And when we check the pick list only, it was giving some error. Let me show you again. Just click on next. I'm just giving some number like what should be it? We give it as average. And then we use the values separated by different lines. So here we can use values like so we are using these values and we are going to restrict pick list to the values defined in the value set. Only these values can be given in this particular field, average field. And this we are not selecting any default value like yesterday. And this is the field name. If we want, we can give a short description about this field. And we do not, this is not a mandatory field. When we check this required field, then it is a mandatory field while creating. So there are three ways to make a field as required. One is through this mandatory field, this checkbox. The second one is through layout. And the third one is through coding. These are the three ways to make the field as required. So this will automatically add this second option, auto add to custom report type. This will automatically add this field to the report types. So yesterday we were creating some reports, right? Yesterday we created for account object, like for the account object, we created one report. So similarly, so this field we are creating in the contact object. So whenever we create a report for contact object, this field will be automatically added. If we do not add this checkbox, then it will not be added to the report type. And we're just clicking on next.
Just a second.
Yeah.
So what happens if we don't check the restrict box, like the restrict pick list?
So we can enter other values also. Apart from these values, we can give other values also. So this is the values we are giving in the value set, right? Apart
Yeah.
from this, if you wanted to give different values also, it will allow.
Like the users can customize according to their needs.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Thank you.
I mean, if they wanted to select none also, it is possible.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. Thank
Uh, and we're just clicking on next and we are giving the access to all the profile. And here we have the read-only access. If we check this, it will be read-only access to this particular profile. So users cannot edit the field. They can only access the field. They can only read the field. So I'm just clicking on next and automatically if we do not add this, then we have to manually add it. So it was always better to select the layouts during the field creation itself. And I'm just hitting on save. So now when I try to create a new record, the student type is also available. And this is the average field. And yeah, once we hit on save, it gets saved. So this is how the pick list value is visible. And we have another option. So I told you multi-select pick list yesterday, right? So this multi-select pick list, we can also add it like this, but the most of the time we add it when there is a controlling field. For example, let's so let me create a dependency. So I'm creating a new dependency. For creating a dependency, when you click on fields and relationship, in the top of the page, you can see the field dependency. So for let's take for which field we are creating this dependency. So based on uh, as we discussed yesterday, like based on a particular field, you wanted to control another field, then we can have this field dependency. Let's first choose for based on which we are going to create. Let's say for rating only. Okay, let's take this as example. If the student type is A, then it should be very high or high. If the student type is B, it should be medium. If the student type is C, it should be low or very low. So what we can do now is we can go back, create a field dependency. The controlling field should be based on the student type. If the student type is A, then it should give the proper, we should select the proper rating. I mean, if it is A, it should be very high or high. So let me just continue this. And then here for A type, sorry, it should be very high and high. Let me include the values. And for B type, it should be medium. And for C type, it should be very low or low. And let me just include the values. Yeah, let me save it. So now what happens is Let me go to a new record. I'm trying to create a record with see, if I select the student type as A, then where is the rating field? Okay, I'm just selecting as A and save it. This is the dependency field, but I think it's not enabled. Let me just delete it and create a new one. I think this will also get deleted. Let me create the rate field with multi-select pick list. Very high, high, medium, low, very low. And we'll create the dependency again. See, based on the student type we select, only very high and high options are available. So we can just add it and save it. So this is something called controlling field, which you might get in the interview questions, like how to create a controlling field. So for that, you should answer like after creating the fields, we need to just create a field dependency, which will help us to create the controlling fields. Like based on one field value, we are selecting the another field. And again, if you wanted to create a dependency, like based on the second rate field value, if you wanted to create another one, you can create it. The rate option is not available. Let me just check it out. Again, only the pick list values are coming. Maybe you can create this rate field also as pick list value. And the third type, you can give it as multi pick list value because
Kokobandama.
we are not, sorry.
Okay, good job. Kokobama.
Okay. So, if we wanted to create the controlling field, set the controlling field, it should be a pick list, not the multi-pick list value. So the last control dependent field, you should give it as multi-pick list. Otherwise, it will not allow you to select the field as select the particular field as controlling field. So you can just try creating some controlling and dependent fields today and check if it's working fine. And the next one is the most frequently used other fields are nothing but like also we can create the number field. You can just try creating these fields today. So this is very simple. Like you just provide the what um, you just provide the name of the field, and then you maybe you will be setting the number of digits, and once you click on next you select the profiles. For which profiles are nothing but we have seen already, right? When you go to any profile, any user profile, you'll be able to see this here I am assigned as a system administrator, right? So when you create a field, if you select the visibility only for system admin profile, only this particular profile can view this. And in the next page, when you add the layout, so based on the layout you select, it will be visible to only that particular layout, not all the other layouts. And next is the percent field. Percent field is also similar to the number, but when you create this percent field, automatically whatever number you give, the suffix will be added with percentage. That is the functionality of this percent field. And this is the phone number, which automatically formats it in five hyphen and then 5 digits. And then this pick list we have seen, and this text is also similar to yesterday we created, I think, like we just provide the length and all. Notes session, let's create something like note session, and we just provide the length like 30 or maybe 50. And so this can be a duplicate because since it's a node session, we need not want to make it as unique one. Because if we check this, we can only provide unique and unique what values in this particular field. So always the unique ones will be the IDs. So let's leave this and we just click on next, and the profile is available, and save, and we can see it in the so the another way is like you can click on this, and through here also, before clicking on this from case, you can just click on this down arrow and you can create a new field also. So sorry, new record also. And when we check, we had that required checkbox, right? So when we make that field as required, then you can see this asterisk mark. Near to the field, you are able to see the red color asterisk symbol, right? It means the field is required while creating the record. So if we want that particular field to be mandatory, then we can make it as mandatory. Most probably, like 2 or 3 fields will be the mandatory fields while creating a record. After the creation of the record, only while updating, only most of the people will update the record. So, we do not want to make all the fields as required. because it will show the error, this information is not for example, when you fill some information, yeah, some form, something like that, you would have seen in many cases this asterisk symbol will be there. So this gets automatically populated when you make the field as required in the while creating the field. See, again, it's not visible. I think there is some sync issue or something with the system. SD also same thing happened. Let me refresh the screen and create it again. Still, it's not visible. Maybe we can check later while at the end of the session. It will be visible. Since it's a trial head org, it's not visible immediately, but the other cases in your actual org, it will work. And yeah, that is all about the field creation things. Today, you can just check it out. You can try creating different fields and let me know if you have any queries. And yeah, do you have any queries till now? See, we will see this roll-up summary field later because this is related to some development activities like I will show you later this roll-up summary field. Apart from that, you can check all the other fields. You can just try to create all the other fields. And next we'll see the page layouts. So in page layout is nothing but in a contact page, whatever you're able to see, either this buttons, whichever you're able to see, and the fields you're able to see, and the related objects you're able to see, everything is been handled like related means like the notes and attachment, everything is handled in the page layout only. So let me go to this layout. For example, contact marketing layout. So here we can see the different options, right? So based on, let me go to the sales layout, and from here also, let me open sales. From sales, let me open the contacts. And so see, these are the buttons available in the page, which you can see here. These are the buttons available, and these are the fields which are available. So if you wanted to make any modifications, like I told you, like from the uh, page layout also we can make it as required, right? This is how we make it as required. And see, you can see the asterisk symbol in the field. And if you wanted to place the field near to another field, for example, we created the rate field and then we created the student type. So if we wanted to keep it next to the student type, then we can do it like this. You can just drag and keep it in the session, like whichever session you want, we can just drag it and keep it over there. So this is how this works. And even if we want to remove the in the related list, we can see these, right? If we wanted to remove something also, we can do that. We have this minus option to do this. We can just click on minus, or we can add new things in the related list. We can add also, add the options also. And the other thing is the buttons. We can create a new buttons also by clicking on new button or link. Buttons are nothing but these buttons. Later, we can update the backend coding. So based on the click of this button, what action should be fired, that we can control it in the either in the flow or in the code. Like in through admin part also we can do that using flow. Flow we will see later. For now, let's just create the button. So let's say something like updating, and this should be a detail page button, and we provide this as, yeah, and we can just provide like either this can be an URL or on click JavaScript. It can be anything. And we just save it. Select field type. This should not be a mandatory one. Yeah. I just created it as in JavaScript so that this can be invoked while creating the when we like just click on the button, like it will we just need to provide some aura components, and the action will be performed. And later we can include this updating button in the page layouts. This I'm just showing you like how to add this in the layout. We will see the button later when we create the what coding, or when we create the flow, like how the button on click on the button, the flow or something can be fired. And let's go to the buttons. This is the button which we have added. We can just keep it in the button section, this new button, and save it. Yeah, now it gets added here. I think there is some issue with the layout selection. We are not in the sales layout. We have made changes in the sales layout, right? The updating button. We are in the sales layout only in the contacts, but somehow it's not getting selected. Edit page. Edit page will also give us the Not showing anywhere which type it is selected. Okay, we are in just the contact layout. That's why it's not appearing. We can add this to the just the contact layout. Still it's not showing. Maybe it's taking some time to reflect here, like yesterday. Like we can check this also later today. And this is how we add the things to the layout. So till here, you have any clarifications?
Can you explain what the difference between contact marketing, sales, support layouts?
Okay, so we have this different layout, like for service, we have a different contacts layout. So similarly, for different layouts, they have created this. And but for some reason, like I think so, I think I have only created it in my org. Usually, we will have only the contact layout, and maybe for some training purpose, I created it. And I think I have not set it properly in the backend. A long time I created it. I'm not sure for what reason I created this contact layouts. And usually when we create different layouts based on the service, and then for the sales and for marketing purpose, different contact layouts we will be creating. Got it?
So is it like a person having a marketing sort of role would be viewing the contact marketing layout, and the person with
Yeah.
a sales sort of uh, permissions or something? Yeah,
Yes,
like
yes.
the profile or something. Yeah.
Yes, yes.
Ah, okay. Yeah, thank you.
And yeah, the button thing we will see a detailed one when we create the flows, because we invoke these buttons through flows only, flows or through Apex coding. So we'll see that later, like how to invoke a button through uh, like flows. So Satish, you have any queries?
Um, like I have a one small doubt. This
Yeah.
layout, button section, and everything, all these sections, does this belong only to contact thing, or we can
No,
also
for
change in the other?
all the objects, we'll have the layouts.
Okay,
Let's take for account also if you go, there'll be page layouts.
okay. So everything, every page has it.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
So these are the layouts available. And apart from the layout, we have something called view creation. So when you click on this near to contacts, we have this down arrow, right? So when you click on this, you can see different views. So if you select all contacts, then it is going to give different fields and different records. So there is something called filter here. So it is displaying all contacts. So if you select my contacts and click on this filter, it will show the contacts which are created by me. So similarly, we can also create some views. You might get questions like how to create the views. We should say from the contact object, I mean, from the contact object, we have something like list creation or view creation. So from view creation, we can create new views. Like for example, I'm going to create a what based on the rating. If I wanted to create, first let's check how many records are there in a particular layout. So a particular rating. Only three. Okay. So I'm going to create based on the, okay, this is contacts, right? Let's go to accounts. So going to create a new list view with rating as hot. So you can just select who can see this view. All users, like all the users in this org can see this, or only it is needed for you. Maybe you will be always checking like whichever is a hot. It means the account is giving more revenue to us. It is something like that. Maybe because of that only you have marked it as hot. So in that case, you can set it like only I can see this list view and save it. And here in the filters, we can just add the filters. Like for example, all accounts, and we can add the filter like for on which field, rating field. So rating should equals hot. So we can add the filters like this, and when you just click on save, these three records are visible. And also, well, like so you will be trying for the developer interview or admin kind of role, both of you, Sirisha and Satish.
Yeah, both things.
Both things, right? Better, it is always better. Satish, how many years of experience you have? I forgot it.
No, I do not have any experience in this field. I'm switching from other background to this.
Okay, okay. So no problem. Currently, it is kind of an IT industry or a completely different one.
Completely different civil background.
Okay, then I would suggest you you get some what uh, experience from different company and show that
Mhm.
as a Salesforce experience only. In a different industry, how many years of experience you have?
That's that's like a 3 years back. I have a 7 months of experience. That's all.
Okay. So you can just tell them like you can get some what experience kind of certificate from different companies from
Mm-hmm.
whom you know, like some your relative or someone will be holding some company, right? You can get some kind of a certification from them, and you can just tell them like you have 2 years of experience in Salesforce. Definitely, like you will get at least 12 to 14 LPA for 2 years
Okay.
experienced.
Okay.
So, and also we are working on live projects, so you will be definitely able to project yourself like your 2 years experienced in this field.
Okay. Okay.
And yeah, once we create these three, and Sirisha, you already have the experience, right? As a developer,
Yeah, I was a front-end
front-end
developer before.
developer.
Yeah,
Okay,
but like I've had a career gap and I'm starting it again.
okay. Yeah, even you can mention the same. And yeah, the career gap for some family reasons,
Yeah, I
maternity.
married and moved. Yeah.
Okay. And we have this three records which is having the rating as hot. So this is how we select the, set the filters, and we can also display the fields. So currently visible fields are these many fields. If we wanted to remove a particular field from here, account owner alias and the account site. So if you wanted to add this account number, we can just add this and save it. So now you can see the account number is visible, and yeah, the other one which we removed, the alias information is gone. So it is all happening in this near to setting. We have this down arrow. When you click on this, you can do all these settings. And we have the sharing settings also. Like we can, while creating or after creating, you can just share it to a particular people or to the group. For example, if we add the Salesforce help group and save it, whoever is added in this Salesforce group, they can see this list view. When they click on this down arrow in contacts, they will be able to see it. Let me open that Salesforce help. I think groups are not visible in the search. And later I will tell you like how to enable the records for the global search.
I have a small doubt.
Yeah.
If we choose to share with some other group, like will they get any notification or only they can see
No
when they
notification.
go?
Automatically, when they click on accounts, that list view will be enabled.
Okay.
So in the public groups, we have the Salesforce help. So to these users, the list view will be shared across. And it can be shared while creating the list view itself. You have the three options. Either you should view it, or all the people in the org should view this, or a specific group should view this. You can set this. And next we'll see the validation rule. One minute.
You're on mute.
Sorry. So in the account level, if you wanted to give some error message, like in the industry field, if we select banking, then if you're not currently, this banking option should be disabled, and we should immediately stop the users from selecting this banking option. Then we can create a validation rule, so that when user try to click on this banking and hit on save, it will give some error that industry cannot have banking value. So let's see how to show populate that error. So in the validation rules, so this is in the account only we are creating it. We can just click on new validation rule, and here we can just populate. This rule name should always be clear. Let's say for industry cannot be banking. So we need to provide a detailed description here. For now, I'm just giving a small description. And here we have different options. Like we have the different operators. I think you might already know the plus, minus, multiplication operators. And we have different functions also. I'll tell you like which are all the frequently used functions over here. So for example, like currently we are making this field as users should not enter any value apart from the the banking value. So first let's see if this is an in the set object manager. Let's see if this is a pick list value. Oh yeah, this is account only. And industry. Yes, this is a pick list value only. So how we need to specify is we have to select. So when whatever you select here, you will get a short description about the particular function. So when we select ABS, returns the absolute value of a number without its sign. So for if we select this ABS, we can set the field value how to say, if the account source insert is equal to uh, if it is null, or if it is something like if it has what to say, the source maybe if it's Salesforce, something like that, if it has this particular value. So always the validation rule will fire only this particular what condition evaluates to true. So if this is Salesforce, then it will give the error. So instead of giving the pick list, we can also give like insert field in the account. We are checking for the industry. Where is industry? It's not there. Yeah. Industry insert is equal to values banking. If this is equal to banking, then we can populate the error message like banking is currently disabled and kindly choose different option. We can provide this error message to the users so that they will be aware and they will select a different value. And either we can show this in top of the page, this error message, or in the field. If we select field, then it will ask near which field we should populate this error. Obviously, it should be near industry. Yeah, when I hit on save, okay, since it's a pick list value, it's saying it is not supported in this ABS type. Only if it is a text or something, we can use this ABS because it clearly mentions it's like a number field. So what we can do is we can use is pick list. Just to populate the error, I was showing you this. We have this, where is pick list? Yeah, we have this is pick value. We can insert this, and in which field we are showing this, in the industry field. We are showing it in the industry field, and what is the value? It's a banking. It's a banking. And you can always provide it in the single quotes. And we should always check the syntax. So now there is no error found. So it is good to go and we save it. Yeah, the validation rule is created now. We can try creating a record. We can maybe select it here only, the test record. We'll reload this. We'll select this industry as banking and save it. See, banking, we are getting like we hit a snag. Banking is currently disabled and kindly choose different option. I'll be able to say select different option and save it. You got it? And always for the validation rule, you should always keep in mind only when the condition evaluates to true, it will be fired. So always you should have this in mind that only if the condition evaluates to true, this particular validation rule will be fired. And yeah, we can populate this in the where is that? We can just edit it. And if we wanted to show this in the top of the screen, you can just save it. And when you again change it to banking and save, you see it's not showing in the top. Maybe since it's an updating record, it's showing here near the save button. So usually when you create a new record and update the banking, it will show at the top of the page. It's industry. Again, it shows at the bottom. So is it itself shows like top of the page, right? Maybe due to some issues, it's showing like this. But generally, it just gives an error at the top of the screen here. Above this account information, it will show the error. Maybe since I have done some development activities, I have made some changes in the Apex code. It might be because of that it's showing here. So it will generally, when you select top of the account, sorry, top of the page, it will show here. You can just try it out today, like if it's showing properly or not at the top of the screen in your org.
I have a doubt.
Yeah.
Yeah, like you said, the condition has to be true for that to launch itself, right? So
Yes.
it's similar to how we create passwords, like when it says the password must be 8 characters long, it should include some.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Same kind of.
So my doubt is that when the condition has to be true, this would
Yes.
be get activated or something.
Yes.
Because here, if we selected banking, this particular thing is like that text is appearing saying us to select any other thing. But how would that work in case of a like something like password thing? Like because we are not having that particular length of characters, because that particular page we're not the condition is not getting satisfied, right? Because we have
Yes.
done
Yes.
fewer number of characters. So there the thing wouldn't be true. The case wouldn't be true.
Yes. Yes. We need to create some 1 minute. I'll show you one guide. You can just go through this. We have multiple set of things over here. You can just maybe today you can check over this, and you can just let me know. Let me show you. This is the Salesforce guide, and meanwhile you start checking out this trailhead.salesforce.com Salesforce admin course also, because I mean, as mostly if you go for developer thing, you will not be using much things, the validation rules and all. You will be completely working on the Apex code, but still it's good to know about the admin things, because during our debug things, a lot of these validation rules, these things will fire, right? So we should know to switch off these also. So let me just open that one minute. There is a guide. I'll share you the link. I think it should be here only. See, you can maybe check this particular one. I'll ping you this article. Just save it. Maybe today after this session, you can just try it out, like how it works. We can set up all these things, like and or gate. We will see. For now, I will just show you the simple ones, because the you initially with the complex things you will be like you will not understand the things. So for now, I will show you the like how this is getting fired, and like what are all the conditions we can give. All these things I will just show you. But you can just watch out this. This will have around 50 validation rules. Okay,
Yeah, thank you.
maybe 50 plus, I think. You both can see this. Yeah. And this is one thing. And if you wanted to see on the numbers, let me show you that. Where do we have the number field? Yeah, maybe in the annual revenue, this is a number field. And if you wanted to know if the value is less than, it should not allow less than zero, as well as it should not allow the values greater than a few digits. In that case, we can create the validation rule on the annual revenue field. So similar like how we created now, we can have many validation rules uh, as we want. Fire, annual revenue cannot be less than zero, or we can just provide like annual revenue. For here, I will just provide cannot be greater than 100 billion. Okay, it is not allowing me to provide. I'll just provide like this, and here I'll provide the detailed command. So I'll provide the detailed command. And here what we are going to use is we have something called OR. So this OR will fire. So I think you already know this OR and during your college days itself in the gate you have learned this. So OR will fire if any of the condition satisfies, and this AND will fire if all the condition satisfies. So this OR is like this is for either or. Like for example, if you are giving condition 1, condition 2, and then condition 3. So if any one of these condition, let's say like if A is equal to 1, here A is equal to 2, and then here A is equal to 3. So if any one of these conditions is evaluating to true, then this OR will fire. And for AND, if all the three conditions set, so we cannot, in this, we cannot give, maybe we can give like B, C. So if all the three conditions satisfies, this AND will fire. Got it? We will see one of the example here. Like we have this OR, and in the OR we are just specifying like if the annual revenue account annual revenue is, it should be like less than 0, and yeah, annual revenue is less than 0 only, and again annual revenue is greater than 100 billion. Like this validation rule should be firing, and I can just provide the error. Maybe the same thing I can give over here also on the field. Annual revenue should not be less than 0. So if any of the condition is satisfying, then it will show the error. Sorry, I'm displaying this error message on the account name, but it should be in the annual revenue field. Sorry, it should be number. See, I'm getting some error because it is greater than 100 billion. Annual revenue value outside of valid range or numeric field. Okay, it should display our error message only. But it's showing a different error message. Let's see why. Okay, yeah, we have given correctly. Basically, how it appeared last time. Similarly, I think because of this developer, org, it's giving different one. But basically, it should give the correct error. Now it will allow me to save because I changed the value to less than 100 billion, and it allowed me to save. Like how it appeared previously, the same kind of error will be displaying. Whatever message we give in the error message field, that will be displaying here in the error location annual revenue field. And you can just try this out today, this validation rule, and you can just try creating few other like currently we used or, right? Similarly, you can use and also. For using and, do we have the account number field? Yeah, account number field is there. So we can put something like the same one, or we can create a new one. Validation. We can create a validation rule for like it should not be account number cannot be zero. We can use this, and here we can just insert, sorry, this is using and condition. So we will use the and function. Here you can see the description about it. Checks whether all arguments are true and returns true if all arguments are true. You can just select it and you can add the field, which is account number. And on the account number field, currently you're checking that it should not be blank, right? So you have something like is blank. Is blank. So inside is blank, when the account number is blank, and the second condition which we are going to give is it's it should have some specific length, maybe. Second, then length. If this account number is having, it means this should be in is equal to 7 length. This open and sorry, less than and greater than. So we usually use it like this. So when the account number is blank and the account number is having length greater than this or something like that, it should fire the validation rules. Let me just save it. We have this account and it's updated to let's update it to null and save it. So we are getting error. So this time it gives the same error whatever we have given there. So similarly, it will display the error and it should be exact 7 number. So it allows me to save. So similarly, we can also display like, and also we can provide the condition like, comma, if it's a new record, is new. So if if this is a new record, then this will be fired. Let's check the syntax. Yeah, this is correct. So now if I update the same record, it will not give me the error. When I update it to blank and save it also, it will allow me to save. Or if I give a different, sorry, if, see, even if it is blank, it's not giving error because I have changed the validation to new records. It means only when I create a new record, like only when I create a new record, this validation rule is going to fire. So now if I provide the value as blank and save it, it will give the error. So we change this to only if the validation rule is new, then only if the record is new, this validation rule is going to fire. So currently we are getting the validation error. So let me just update it and save it. Now it's allowing me to save it. And also we can update the same thing as is not. Is not means like we have another one like not. Not. I will put this is new inside this not. So now this is changed to like if this is not a new record, this is for updation. We'll just check the syntax and save it. So what it says is if it is not a new record, it means like this it is not a newly created account record. Like in the existing record, if we update something, if we update the account number, then if we update the account number to blank or it is greater than 7, something like that, it will fire the validation rule. So this is the update, the existing record. So in the existing record, if I try to save it, it is giving the error. So I'm just updating it to some number and save it. It got saved. So this is how we set up the this validation rule. And then we can provide multiple pick list values also. Like in the validation, like currently we are checking for banking, right? So similarly, we can try it for different one also. You can just check out this developer guide, which I have shared in the chat, and let me know if you have any other queries. And yeah, you can use this contains also if the value contains, and you can check. If you use this contains, basically this will be used when you wanted to check in a in a sentence kind of thing. If you wanted to search for a particular value, particular word, then you can use this contains also. Like I'll just show you how you will use it. uh, remove this. I'll insert it. So on which field you're going to, check this, you have to provide that. So for example, we created some comments field, right? Where is that? Comments. Yeah, maybe in the description. I'm not creating it, I'm just showing you. In the description, if we have something like test keyword, then the validation rule will be fired. I'll just change it to maybe description cannot be test. Because we will not allow any users to create the test records. That's why we're just, providing this keyword. Like it should not have test. Just simply I'll give the same description. See, oh, I think the same one is displaying, but I think we have not changed. Okay, I have not changed the error message. Maybe we can change it here and it will display this error. Description cannot be test. So these kind of error messages, you can just check it today and you can just let me know if you have any queries in this. So till this, you have any clarifications, both of you?
Yes, I have one doubt. For example, in banks or anywhere, like the customer account number should be the unique one. Like if someone tries to enter any number, like if it should be a new one,
Okay,
how can we create that?
okay. So what we need to do is, while creating the field itself, we need to mark it as unique number. Or when we make it as text also, let me say like unique field. See, do not allow duplicate values. This checkbox is there. It will allow you to, provide unique value to the records. When I
Okay.
just, yeah, and then click on next. Okay, always this happens. I think it's currently not getting displayed in my because of that it is not getting updated frequently. So maybe you can check it. You can just sorry, make it as unique, and you can check it in yours. Like either it's allowing you to update the what unique value, or it's allowing you to update the duplicate values also. This is one option, and the second option is to use the account number that what is that? The first option, like yesterday we created, right, one of the field using the auto number. Yeah, this auto number option also we can choose, so that automatically on a serial basis it gets created. The next application will have the unique numbers, the next numbers. So these are the two options actually. Do you have any other queries, Satish or Srisha? You can yeah, then
Yeah, the auto number would give the numbers in a series, right?
yes,
What
series.
if we want the jumbled ones? Like, is there any specific option for that?
Yeah, jumble ones, then we can just make it as a number or a text field, and user can give
Give a
their own. Yeah.
unifier. Okay, yeah.
Otherwise, we can create like create a class, Apex class. While creating the Apex class, I show you like how to get the random numbers.
Okay.
Yeah, there is some code like encryption kind of thing,
Oh,
so, which I will show you. Maybe the last four numbers we can have the jumbled, or last five digits, something like that we can do using code. But for admin, currently we are seeing the admin perspective, that for admin perspective, like these are the options we can do. So you have any other clarifications? And you can definitely just go and check it out, this validation rule thing. It will help you in many ways. And the validation rule, this will be fired like to all the profiles, to all the users. And if we wanted to sometimes it is not like we don't only create the records to this through this new option. There are other ways to do also, like either through Apex code using the developer console also we create the records, or the another way is like we have something called data loader tool, data loader. So even through here, we update some 2000 records, 5000 records like that. So in those cases, we might not have the valid values in all the fields. So a lot of validation rules might fire. So in those cases, we can just disable the or inactivate the validation rules, and we can run the what data loader insert records. So in data loader, when we try to insert the records, we can before inserting, we can just disable the validation rules. Disabling is nothing but in the validation rules itself, you have active checkbox. This active checkbox, when we just inactivate this, it will not fire. We can just do this. And if we want, we can restrict this using a particular permission set as well. So if you wanted to restrict this for a specific profile, like for example, let's say we have this and we wanted to uh, restrict this for comma, and this should not fire for a specific permission set. For example, you can just provide like permission dot the permission set name, and it will not fire for the specific permission set. Any permission set we can give. Like maybe always we should give the API names only. This or this should be not sure what is the API name of the permission set. So we need to provide the exact, or we can just provide like for the profile. It should be profile name for profile. So I'm having the system administration, right? Why it's giving error?
Is that an extra comma?
Already given comma. It should not fire for, maybe this profile name is not correct. So I will let you know the exact name, but it should be something like. So for the name, we should not use the API name. Just profile. So I have to give the same. One minute, let me just think. So these are the ways to bypass actually. But usually it should be profile.name, or let me just give. Okay, it says extra this. I should not give like this also. There is some issue with either it is not giving the exact error. It says like comma.
After the annual revenue greater than, should there be a comma before not?
Where?
Before not, the not condition.
Yeah,
Like
1 minute. Let me just change it like and no, this is not an issue with the comma because this is closed here. No, this is not the error with this one. Yeah, I think this is an error with 1 minute. Error with this one only 1 minute. So there should be an error with this profile name only because we do not know the API name. Maybe I can just generate one XML file and I'll let you know tomorrow. But meanwhile, you can just check this. So the better way is to just deactivate this and bypass the validation rule. The another option is to bypass it using the profile or the permission set. Maybe I will show it tomorrow, like why it is not allowing us to provide the permission set or the what. Let me try with the permission dot the custom permission. We should always have the not because it should not fire for this particular permission set. You should have not. Maybe we can check this tomorrow. I'll check and let you know. And apart from this, you have anything? Sirisha and Satish.
yeah, nothing for today. Everything's clear.
Okay. Yeah. You can just try out the field creation and then the page layout thing and the validation rule. Mainly the validation rule you can check out today. Okay.
Yep.
And tomorrow we will see the process builder thing. This is another automation tool which we have. So we'll see it tomorrow. Yeah. Thanks, Satish. And Kumar, you can stop recording. Yeah, we can disconnect. He will stop recording the session. Thanks,
Thank you.
Sirisha, Satish. Bye.
Thank you. Thank you. Bye.